Okay, hello. This is part 3 on I moved to New York City with no job and no money. Um, how have things been? It's been a combination. I got a job, yay, but I'm not getting shifts, so that sucks. Mentally, I feel stronger than when I first got here. That's for sure. I find it harder to go into negative loops because I've gotten so good at getting myself out of that. And I'm recording in a moment where I'm in the midst of it right now. I'm not gonna record when it's after and I'm feeling so positive, and I'm at a low right now. Lower than before? Definitely not. But I wouldn't even label this a low. I'm just not feeling the best. Um yeah, I mean, it's weird because I have met a lot of very cool people. Like I met this guy that does short films and he has a camera and we were supposed to work together, and I haven't heard anything, but that's okay. And it's fine. Um I'm supposed to meet somebody else. I don't know if that's gonna happen, artist related. And this job that I got, I'm not getting shifts. I'm not getting any shifts. It's slow season, but yeah, I'm not. I mean, and I hated being there, but I do need to work. My Airbnb is up on Tuesday, and I'm staying over at a friend's place for 2 weeks to save some money, and then I don't know, and then I don't know what's gonna happen. Um, I'll probably have to get another place. I don't know if it's, if I get a job, maybe I'll get a permanent place. If I don't, then I like that's just it. I don't know what's going to happen, and this is how it's been this whole time. And despite what people would crash out over and what I have slightly crashed out over, I feel like I want to stay. Even when I get the thought of leaving and going back to LA, or and rent prices just went down in LA too. But whenever I get that thought, that temptation, I feel sick. I'm like, no. And I love LA. It's not like I don't want to go back ever. It's just not on these terms. I want to stay. I really want to give it a good shot and fight. And my friends that have moved here with no money also have told me their trials and tribulations that they went through the first year. So it's just it's just fine. And I have no choice but to be brave. Like, that's just it. Even when I feel like shit, it's like, well, here I am. I gotta be brave. I gotta do the thing. And it's getting easier to be optimistic and reprogram myself. Like right now I don't feel good because I'm looking at bartending jobs and I'm very picky about what I would want. And I saw this open call for this place, this gay bar, which is amazing, but it's just not like it's just I don't want to bartend, and I've said that time and time again. But the money's so good for the amount of time, right? Whatever. There's a reason why everything happens, and the best thing I can do is have fun with it. I will say the trials and tribulations mentally come from just the money aspect, just like, oh shit, like I'm put myself in a very interesting predicament, and a lot of things are coming up that could affect my self-esteem. Like I'm watching the movie Made, not the movie, the series Made with what's her name, Margaret Qualley. She's so good, like one of my favorite nepo babies. She's amazing, so talented, like ridiculous. Like that is what, if you're gonna be a nepo baby, be like her, please. Like amazing. But anyway, I'm watching it, and the trials and tribulations from the show, It's like the trials and tribulations of my childhood, and it's so triggering. Like I'm crying the whole series. I'm fucking crying the whole series, and I want to keep watching it, but I do have to stop myself at a certain point because I'm like, I grew up so poor with no money, no stability at all, a crazy caregiver. I don't want to say too much. And then now, I got myself out of that. I got myself out of that. And now I'm in a position where I'm out of that, but it's like I don't have the money that I want to have. I don't have the stability that I want to have. Do I have the autonomy? Yes, thank God. Do I have the mental clarity and mental stability now? Yes, thank the Lord. But it's just triggering to see poverty depicted because been there, I'm in it right now, and it just doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense why that's my reality, right? um and I'm trying to figure out how I know how to do it. I know how to bring abundance. It's by recognizing the abundance that I do have. Like I'm one of the most abundant people in the world. Not even manifestation talk, like that's just reality. But I'm mastering how to treasure that gratitude and that present moment and that awareness of the good things, because that is ultimately how everything flows. Everything good flows. And it can be definitely challenging when the things that you desire are not readily available, or when there's triggers involved, or when there's trauma. So I've worked so hard to get to this point where the external doesn't matter. Where even when, as a kid, the external was like, this is nothing, right? And I have to be grateful for that. This is easy. Trials and tribulations. This is not, I wouldn't even label this trials and tribulations. I'm just saying that because it sounds funny. But I've dealt with worse. I've dealt with so much worse. And as a child, I remember I made it one of my first poems. I think it was my first poem. I was 12 years old, and the poem was titled, Every Day is the Best Day of Your Life. That day that I wrote that poem, my mom, my brother, and I were escaping her ex, not my dad, like he was my stepdad at the time. We were escaping his house because he was extremely abusive, like would have killed us at one point, type of dangerous. And I ran away because I never freaked out, but in that time in my life, I freaked out and I ran away, and I went to my parents, to my friend's house. She was my neighbor. I went to both. I had two childhood best friends. They both were my neighbors, and I went to each of their houses to hide. I just couldn't. We were escaping that. We ended up in a domestic violence shelter. Hence why seeing that can be like so triggering, because it's not that I haven't healed from it. It's just like you just go back to a memory and you feel the emotions that you felt. And it's not just that, but like recognizing how far I've come and like looking at that from a bird's eye point of view. And I wrote that poem after my mom found me and her friend. She didn't blow up on me because her friend was there, and she's not gonna look like a bad mom in front of her friend. So she was being very nice to me, and her friend was being very nice to me. And that was, that was rare. So that did help make me feel better. And I remember, because they were nice to me and I felt better, that was the first time I really conceptualized shifting perspectives. Like, I had done that multiple times throughout my life, like shifting perspectives, but that was the first time I actually put it into words. And I titled that poem "Every Day is the Best Day of Your Life" because I told myself this is the best day of my life. As I was running away because we were going to a domestic violence shelter, and we were running away from someone very, very dangerous. And I was a child, and I told myself this is the best day of my life. And I need to get the poem. It's somewhere on my phone or my computer. But yeah, that poem was just about being grateful that bad things pass, and living in the moment is the most important thing, and that you can really like just shift your mind and shift your feelings truly when you're grateful for the moment. And it's, I think my whole life has just been a journey to master that and to polish it. There's a point, obviously, in my teens, early 20s, where I completely lost sight of that. And then again, the journey was about coming back to it. And I'm still on that journey. I'll be on that journey forever. But now it's definitely tough. It's a tough period. And it's such a happy period too, because I am doing what I want to do. You know, I'm in a city where I want to be. And circumstances, I knew that, you know, it's not the most comfortable. And this is where the mind gets tricky, because I start thinking that the negative things, this is where my mental challenges arise. I start thinking like, oh, like I'm too old to be this uncomfortable. Like, I know people that are younger than me or my age that have so much money, that have all these stable corporate jobs, and I just can't do a corporate job. Like, literally, it's just I can't. It's not in me, and it's not in me to be bartending anymore. I mean, bartending is better than that because it gives me money and time, but this has just been truly a test of how well can you focus on your goals, how well can you focus on your art, how much can you lock in, bitch. Let's see. And things have crumbled, things have come up and crumbled. And another thing I'm learning is detachment. Okay, this short film, I don't know if it's gonna happen. This person, the person that's supposed to help me, I don't know if it's gonna happen. Job, I don't know anything right now. And I don't want to leave. Truly, inside, I've trained myself to just follow my gut. Is like, stay. So my question is, how can I feel good right now? Without suppressing, because we don't do that, right? But how can I feel good right now when I'm watching a show like Made, and I'm feeling, it's like, I'm too pretty to be poor right now. I'm too fucking pretty to be fucking poor. I don't want to be poor like when I was a kid. And I don't want to struggle, you know, I don't want to do that. So how do I shift my mindset to not be like that right now? Like, literally right now. How can I do that? And I do my best every single fucking day. Every single fucking day is so intentional, where I'm listening to my heart desires, to my passions, and I'm literally fucking doing the best that I can with it. I'm doing the best. I really am. And because it feels good to do it. Like, everything, even speaking about doing my best right now feels good. Even though I'm fucking struggling, it's such a paradox. It's so contradictory, but I have to listen to my inner voice. I have to trust myself, even when it's not looking real pretty right now. I have to trust myself time and time again, God has proven to me that good things happen when I trust myself. And yeah, we'll see. But that's the update. There was somebody that asked in the comments on another video. I don't think I addressed it yet. Like, how much money do you save when you move somewhere? Well, when I moved to LA, I saved like, for 4 months, I had about $4,000. And I was getting Texas unemployment at the time. So, I don't know, I was like, maybe, if you divide all that money into month per month, maybe like 1,700. No, like 2,000 a month. Let's be generous. I think it was 2,000 a month. So I was able to afford being unemployed for like 5 months. I would say that was a great decision that I made. Granted, I was getting COVID unemployment and working, and I had time to save where my hands were really tight. I couldn't really move any sooner, and naturally it just evolved and worked out that way, and that's fine. And I think if you feel good about that, do it. Like, if that makes you feel calm, do it. Calmness is really the key. Like, what makes you feel calm and passion at the same time? For me, when I moved to LA, that was it, and it worked out perfect. Now, when I moved here, it's very different. I didn't need money to feel calm. I just had the urge, and I just knew that I had to do it. Money or no money. I just knew that I had to do it. And I think it just has to do with my belief system, with like the mental. It sounds so contradictory because like the more mentally stable you are, the more stable decisions you make. But I think I was comfortable with choosing something risky because of the way that I'm mentally able to handle challenges now. So yeah, and dude, everything has been fine. Like, what I'm crying about is just the ebbs and the flows of my emotions, because it's that show I just finished watching. I think I'm like on episode 3. I don't even know if I'm gonna continue watching it because it's a little too much. But yeah, I think I'm having some thoughts that I'm targeting. Whenever I feel a negative thought, I just target it. So I'm making a video while I'm targeting the thought, which is thoughts of like unworthiness, of shame about money, and like having been grown up poor and coming out of that and all that stuff. That's like probably one of the most sensitive things to me, and just fixing my relationship with that. And how do I fix my relationship when my passion is like, why is my passion not software engineering? Why is my passion not law? Why is my passion not I don't know, investment banking? I don't know. Why is my passion not biology, being a doctor? I don't know. But hey, my passion is what it is, and I love it so much. And those are the cards that I've been dealt. And yeah, I mean, I'm very grateful for who I am. I think about every day, like, I'm very grateful for this physical experience, for like this vessel. And I know that when I make it, I'm gonna be so fucking proud, because I just tell myself this is just part of the lore. This is just part of the plot. It's just the lore. Like, what? It's like just being handed stuff. I mean, I want to be handed stuff, trust me. But where's the story, right? Like, this is the story. This is the story. And how do I feel good about it when these little negative thoughts start to creep in? And the thing is like, I want to feel good, not avoiding. Again, I want to stress that I'm not avoiding stuff I don't want to avoid. I do want to feel this which is why I cry, which is why I target it. I think avoiding means that you just ignore it. Oh, I'm bringing it up. I feel shame right now. Well, I don't really feel it that much anymore, but I'm dealing with these thoughts of like shame, of unworthiness, of poverty, these things, right? Triggers. It's like, how do I change that so when those so like they don't even come up, and hopefully they don't come up as much anymore, but I just want to fix it. In order to fix it, I have to bring it up and speak it and be like, hey, this is what's in front of me right now. What do I do with it? I'll give an example. My old apartment complex, I give a $3,000 security deposit 2 years ago when I moved in there. They owe me about 2,000. They shouldn't have taken that much, but whatever, they did. California law is supposed to give it back within 21 days. They didn't. I still don't have it. I might sue. I will sue, probably. Most likely that's what's going to happen. I already spoke to somebody, whatever. But when they were being super late and not replying to me, I started just crying because I felt like, why are people like this? Like why are they being so shady about it? Why haven't they sent it? Like, I really did need that money. Like, I'm staying with my friend for 2 weeks so I could save money for like a long-term Airbnb. I wouldn't have had to do that if I would have had that check. But hey, delays happen for a reason. So that's one thing I had to reprogram. But in order for me to feel confident about saying, oh, this delay is happening for a reason, maybe that money's meant for something else. Maybe it's not meant for an Airbnb. Maybe it's meant for a more permanent place. Maybe it's meant for a different Airbnb. Whatever the case may be, in order for me to feel confident about saying that, I have to treat the shame that is coming up, or the powerlessness, the helplessness that is coming up of like somebody's taking advantage of me. Like, I felt small. I felt small because I told these people, hey, the 21 days passed, and they were like, yeah, but we sent you an itemized receipt, so we don't owe you the money. Like, there's just, it's been a shitty management company, really, really shitty from the time that even the previous management company, they haven't been good. But I started to feel small. I felt a little flustered. And I remember I was walking down the street. I was walking back to my Airbnb. And I told myself, I'm like, bitch, get the fuck up. Get the fuck up, bitch. Get angry. And then, you know what's funny? And then I saw the show, and then the Hispanic girl gave Margaret Qualley a pep talk of like, get mad, get angry. There's situations where feelings come up that make you feel small, that make you feel shame. And your job is to alchemize those feelings and to get the fuck up and turn it into something productive. So right now, feeling of so I immediately told myself, get the fuck up, get mad. Those people think that they can fucking try you, bitch. No. So I set up a meeting with a lawyer, and I'm getting those ducks in a row. End of story. So how is this relevant to this? Same thing. How do I transform this? What do I do? I have to get fucking creative. How do I make money right now? What the fuck do I do? And yeah, like, it's just organizing my thoughts and really feeling empowered. Of like, I was given a job, I was given a task, and that task is to be my most authentic self. And I'm my most authentic self when I'm writing, when I'm acting, when I'm leading. That is when I'm my most authentic self. So right now, my job is to get the fuck up and do that shit right now. Literally, this whole video is my crash out to get the fuck up process. And this is what I do every time that the negative thoughts creep. I tell myself, I bring it up, I address it, I feel it, and then, oh shit, my hand hurt. I feel it, and then I get the fuck up. That's it. And I just keep doing it, and then I get better at it, and then it's just, yeah, like 24 minutes. Quick. So, yeah, I was feeling down because I was looking at bartending jobs, and I'm like, I really don't want to fucking do that. So, maybe I'm not getting shifts at this, maybe I manifested a bartending job that isn't even fully bartending, by the way, which I didn't know until I got the job. That isn't giving me any shifts, so I could get more fucking creative. The world gives you challenge. It doesn't give you problems. It gives you challenges. It gives you puzzles. Solve it, bitch. If you bitch and moan about how hard this puzzle is, you're never gonna fucking put it together. So, yeah. We'll see what happens next. Because at least I'm not bored. At least I'm not fucking bored. And at least I'm living my life. This is life. This is life. And I'm happy to be here. But yeah, stay tuned for part 4. I'll bring that maybe in like a month. I don't know. It'll happen when it happens.